I'm here this night. My name is Jack. Today, I'm just here to analyze the committed to engage some leaders here, and we have one of the leaders, and I would like to inform and also make this leader to inform the public on matters of government and development. So today, I have the privilege of speaking with one of the emerging political voices of South Kasipul ward, that is Steve Lodge Witek, a candidate who has shown interest in shaping the future of the ward through leadership and service. As the people of South Kasipul look ahead to the next election, it is important to understand the vision, plans and integrity of those seeking for lead. In this interview, we will explore his agenda and strategy for development and his commitment to the people. Welcome, Steve, to this interview, and thank you as you watch this interview. Meaning of this name, so that we can get to understand who is Steve Lodge Witek.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I want to thank Brian for inviting me to his podcast. And as a young budding political activist in this country, it was so much essential for me to be here to explain a few issues that has been going around political scenes and maybe times over time. My name is Steve Lodge Witek, as he has said, and just to break the ceiling, Steve Lodge Witek is a name. Lodge Witek is a low slang, meaning the government itself should be tough, or rather leadership, or a supreme leader should be a tough guy.
Okay.
It mostly resonates with the people back at home, and I've had or I've experienced so many challenges. Mostly when I speak in funerals or in public gatherings where I've got the elderly people, I've got what I call parents or my grandparents, and they're like, right, if you're not already in power, but you're calling yourself Steve or rather Lodge Witek, what if you get to power? So I've been thinking across, how should I explain my best to these people who are at home? But one thing I just want them to understand is that name, I derived it out of the university politics that I was doing then. I've been the chairperson of the Luo Student Association in Nairobi region, and mostly from Thika Road, Nairobi University to University of MKU, Mount Kenya University in Thika. Being that I'm based in KU, and I'm leading these laws, and at some point I even dared to be the next president of KUSA. And university politics comes with a lot of challenges. It has got goonism, abduction, just a lot of nonsense and political hunger that. Okay,
thank you very much, Steve. And now, as you can see, that is where Steve Lodge Witek was dragged from. By understanding your journey, what inspired you to vie for MCA position in South Kasipul ward, and what unique vision do you bring to the people?
Thank you so much, Mr. Brian. I think that is a really beautiful question. A question I'd love to answer in a very simple way. First, what inspired me to vie for the position of the MCA in my ward, that is South Kasipul ward in Homa Bay County, Kasipul constituency? I think in every podcast or in every interview that I'm telling about my political life, I have to mention one person, my political lord, my political dad, called Kwame Otiende. Kwame Otiende is a UK-based politician and a business person who is based in London, and he has been running a foundation where I was the youth representative in our constituency.
Okay.
It was not working in our ward only, it was working in the 5 wards of Kasipul. And I was the youth representative. And being the youth representative, I was organizing matters, sports, and how best my fellow students from high school to universities to colleges to TVETs to MTCs can get bursaries. Then we were also doing sport tournaments. Then whenever this foundation was going out to help the vulnerable people in our society, I could go with them. Now, from that experience, that little experience that I got from Kwame Otiende Foundation, working as a non-profitable organization in our area, I got to learn how our people, how our parents back at home are really struggling, because people could come to our offices based at Timon stores to consult and to request a few things that I believe politicians can achieve. You know, these political seats, they are there to bridge the people and the government. And the government has got enough, because the government collects taxes. Therefore, we expect that These leaders, after the government have allocated 1 or 2, 3 things, these leaders should come back to the people and do fair distribution of bursaries, fair distribution of resources, and even bring empowerment to our people. But I realize that that thing is not going there as people should get it. Yep.
Okay, thank you very much about that. We are going against the development priorities. Looking at the current state of the world, what are your top 3 development priorities, and how exactly do you plan to achieve them?
Okay, thank you so much, Brian. I'm stepping up to represent the youth. Mm-hmm. I'm stepping up to represent my fellows in the County Assembly of Homa Bay. I'm a youth. I think I know and understand best how we youth struggle to make it in our day-to-day livelihoods. And maybe talking about how we can develop or empower youth, one thing we must agree, the job market today in Kenya is overflooded to absorb, or it is not that much okay to absorb each and every youth from the technical courses or from the universities or whatever career that these guys have learned through. Now, as a young youth, one thing, we have to be innovative and creative. Mm-hmm. We have to create job markets. We have to create opportunities for these youth. We have to look and even export labor to other wards, constituencies, or counties. Like, for example, me personally, I have some initiative that I've started me myself. I've been taking boys from my village, taking boys from the street back at home, bring them here in Nairobi. For example, I took last year, I made 5 men. I gave them an opportunity to work in Nairobi. Some had car wash machines, some were mechanical, they were mechanics, some were the baba, they could do baba. So those simple activities, instead of idling back at home, I do advise them, if you don't have nothing to do here at home, I can give you an opportunity in Nairobi, because some of them believe that they can grow away from home. Okay. And if I get someone with such mentality and is talented, or he has something that he can show to the people, I pay you a ticket, bus ticket, I give you an accommodation, I give you a startup money, so that you can start your life in Nairobi. Because I believe one day, if I'll be vying for something big in this country, my friends whom I have empowered, my fellow youths, will the one to support me. Then about the developments, Mr. Brian, I think the position I'm stepping up to lead in, that is the MCA. It doesn't have much development funds put inside the my docket or in my jurisdiction. Development mostly are done by the national government, the county government, and the member of National Assembly, that is the MP. Now, why am I stepping up to lead these people, my people? I feel that I have the right mind, and I am the only person who has the political acumen to lead these people in matters, collecting, tapping to partners, collaborating with the national government, because I can speak, I can negotiate, I can go to the table and debate and fight for my people. That is where the my role of representation is coming in. I'll represent my people in the best way possible. Matters, national NGOs, national government, county leaders, and I'll make sure that the government of the day, we will be working hand in hand together to make sure that our youths are fully cared for.
Okay, thank you for that. Again, now, we know this is a challenge, that's been a great challenge. This thing known as the youth empowerment. You know, youth unemployment is a major concern in the country right now. What practical and, let's say, sustainable programs will you introduce to empower young people economically? Start.
Back at home, back in the village where I'm buying, I think agriculture is the backbone of our economy, as it used to be. But currently, the simple tasks that we are doing called Juakali, maybe border riders in town, are the backbone, are the one running the economy of our home. Now, one thing I am very, very much concerned with the border sector. You get that it is the young people who have enrolled themselves to be the border riders or operators in our area. I want to tell them more about circles and the importance of having these circles. Now, by doing that, I'll be bringing people to our ward, or taking my people from my ward to another county for benchmarking, so that they can see how, more so in Mount Kenya, how these border riders have empowered themselves through these circles and cooperatives. Because I believe once a border group, the way they call them base E, base F, base what and what, those their bases, if they can merge and form circles and CDOs, even the bank, if they have the correct credentials, even the bank can be in a position to give them loan or to loan them. But working independently as base what, base E, base Kasipul, base Nini won't be much convincing to the to ourselves like bank.
Okay.
Now the importance of bringing bring these things, these bases together, the base of the what do we call them? These stages of boda operators together, the bank will get it easy to operate with them as a SACCO or as a cooperative in matters loaning them. Then another way away from the bodas, we have got the young farmers. I've seen it is only in our era, or it was only in our region, Nyanza, where people are reluctant and doesn't see the future. They live for the day and they don't see tomorrow. There's a time, the seasonally, when we do plant maize. Maize is our staple food back at home. Sometimes when maize has done well at the end of the year, unapata hata, what do you call it, goro, the 2 kgs, the 2 kg bucket inauzwa hadi 30 shillings. And that is some of the things I want to do. At the time inauzwa 30 shillings, I'll be collecting them, I'll be sensitizing these traders, these maize traders. I will build them a warehouse, a big one, where they can store the maize, so that at the time of the year when the price shall have hiked up, they can sell their products at a very good price. So I think that will help our people and the traders in town. Otherwise, I have so many development plans with the people of Kasipul.
Thank you.
Time will tell when I'm in office.
Okay, thank you. Again, right here, we have the accountability and leadership style. I know many leaders are accused of going silent after elections. What specific system will you put in place to ensure accountability and constant engagement with the people?
When you
Start.
talking about accountability, Mr. Brian, being accountable to my people should be my responsibility. They should not beg for it.
Okay.
And over the years, since the devolution time, 2013, today, 2022, that we're approaching our next election, come 2027, I've learned a lot of things from our leaders. Our people do elect leaders with no vision. Our people do elect leaders with no plans ahead. More so in the position of the MCA. This position have been misused for the longest time possible ever since the first election after devolution that was in 2013. We elect people with no future. Basically, for people who have gone to school, you will understand that this position of an MCA, it should just be an avenue to some greater heights. Wezi ka pale milele that you want to be an MCA for like 3 times, 2 times. It will just shape your life or shape your future ambitions. So that nikipewa nkwe MCA wa leo wa South Kasipul, I have to be there for the people. So that I can be convincing enough that whenever they'll trust me with another high post, I'll be I'll be reachable, I'll be available, and I'll be there for them. So me being given the position of the MCA or the Kasipulians, also Kasipul people trusting me to the next MCA, I am assuring them matters of accountability. They don't have to worry about that. I'll be there because the dream is bigger than just being an MCA. I really want to lead them a position that can truly change their life, like the position of the member of parliament, governor, or even president, God willing, one day. So them trusting the position of the MCA, they should not bother about what is accountability, because I'll be there to make sure that I please them. I'll be there to make sure that I change their life. I'll be there to make sure that everything is working. So that time I'll be daring to step up for the new post.
Okay.
Watakuwa wananipenda tu, obviously.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much, Steve. Again, on this, we have the experience and capability. Leadership requires both vision and experience. What past achievements or roles prepared you to effectively serve as MCA?
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. I'll just mention a few, but there are so many things that have shaped my life or have given me an experience on matters leadership. Okay. First and foremost, the one that I have to mention that I mentioned earlier, working with this NGO called Kwame Otiende Foundation that was based in Kasipul, and later under our leadership, me personally as a youth representative, it extended its services to the entire Homa Bay County and some parts of Nairobi. Okay. Like Embakasi at some point were there distributing some necessities to those women. So working as a youth representative in the Kwame Otiende Foundation really shaped my life to becoming a leader that I want to my people. Because I believe and I've interacted with this most of people coming from Nyanza region.
Yeah.
Nyanza region has been neglected so many times since independence because we have never got to power. That's why our ODM chairperson, Mama Gladys Nyasuna and our party leader, Dr. Oburu Odinga, I'm glad he was confirmed today officially. He was ratified today officially at the SDC, that is the Special Delegate Conference, that is the official party leader. You know, why our leaders crying for power, in quote unquote power? Power is very essential to our people. And being in power in the office of the youth representative at Kwame Foundation, I could get more opportunities and more time to interact with our people.
Okay.
So I think working with that foundation has really shaped my life because I know I've interacted with these people in a very raw manner and I understand them. Another part, I've been a student leader in the university over time for like 5 years, or let me say 6 years, 6 or 5 years. I've led the law organization councils in Nairobi, and you guys know very well, if it happened that you have gone through the system, you know how laws who have made it to the university and colleges are very smart. So leading a group of smart students and convincing them to vote for you, not twice, not once, but thrice and above, it should show more about me. So I think I've worked with my students, I delivered. During that time, I was a very serious student activist, and you guys could see me on TVs, on different platforms, doing a lot of good job. During my time, students were getting bursaries, whether they're coming from Nyakach, Kisumu, whether they're coming from Musenge, Siaya, whether they're coming from Uriri, Migori, whether they're coming from Kasipul, Homa Bay. I could make sure that I reached to their various member of parliaments na wasaidie basari. So hapo sasa niko na believe I've got enough experience that Kasipul people, if you're gonna trust me with this, we're gonna do good things with you people.
Thank you very much, and that is very perfect, and it has really prepared you to be a leader as per now. And so again, Steve Loshwitek, as you're well known, in this field of politics or the field of leadership, you must have a person that is mentoring you. And we've heard you mentioning this name, Kwame Otiende Foundation. And I would like you to make us understand who is this Kwame Otiende, and how has this person helped you in your politics experience to this extent, because maybe you cannot do this thing without maybe a person who holds your hand to the next step. It's a very difficult field, so I would like you to make us understand this part.
Thank you so much, Mr. Brian, about the last question. Let me talk about Mr. Kwame Otiende, and for this time, let me call him Honorable, or incoming Senator Kwame Sipul Otiende, incoming Senator, Homa Bay County. Before, I was introducing Kwame as an NGO, as a philanthropist who was coming to help our people, who was coming with the Western culture, the UK, London, to tell us how leaders should be accountable. That's why by the way he's running for senator. He's very much, he's a very honest person. Yeah, very truthful person. Having lived with the Europeans for the longest time possible, you got that culture. And as you all know, Europeans are very honest and love transparency and accountability. So having worked with Kwame for all this time, what I can tell you about Kwame, that this guy really has really done much in my life. Yeah, my political life. When I was in campus, he sponsored all my campaigns, right from the county level to the Great Onagi, now the Galamuru, the big one in school, to Nairobi politics, to when I was running for the KUSA, that is the Kenyatta University School President Association. So Kwame has really done much, and he has exposed me even to the outside world by trusting me to be his youth representative in his foundation that started in Kasipul as a minor foundation, but later extended to some parts of Homa Bay and Nairobi, as now a wide and profitable organization that could help the vulnerable people in our country today. So that man, to the people of Homa Bay, maybe, I know you never asked this, but I can just urge you all, if you need accountability, if you need transparency, if you need honesty, and leaders who can be there for you, leaders who can put your governance to some on check, leaders who can really do you good and make sure that the development projects know no national or county government fund is embezzled. That is Honorable Kwame Sipulu Otiende.
Okay.
And I know he's soon coming back to Kenya and he will start his campaigns officially in Homa Bay. I urge all, come and listen to that guy. Manilo Mono Kwame Mzungu, Kwame Pedeshe, Wema Mzungu, Wemo Retire. As you all know, the position of the Senator, see position ya kufanya development.
Okay.
By the way, constitutionally, position of the Senator was created to put the county government, the governors on check, put government accountable. So Kwame has got everything that fits him to be the next senator of Homa Bay County. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. As you've heard about the mentor, Kwame Otiende. Yeah. Again, thank you, Steve Lodge, Wiatek. You know, people have heard you, and people have now seen even what you've done, what you started with. You know, we have a final appeal to the voters right now. There is this thing that is going on. People are registering as voters. So, as we come to the end of this conversation this night, why should the people of South Kasipul choose you as the next MCA? And what are you advising those people who has not gone to register as voters? Yes.
Talk to people who still don't have their registration cards, rather their votes. I think there's a mass voter registration that is going on in the whole country. Therefore, I'll urge each and every person, be it a Gen Z or a millennial, kindly walk to Kasipul headquarters in Kosele. Go with your ID. That's all that those people want. Get registered as a voter so that 2027 we can put leaders whom we want to power. Now, my final appeal to the people of Kasipul. I'm not just stepping up like an overambitious youth who is just from campus, who is daring to lead you in the position of the MCA of Kasipul. I've seen it all, and I thank God for the few time I've been in Nairobi. I've interacted with even the national leaders from the government and from the opposition. I've worked with different NGOs like now Kwame. I've gotten time to interact with my fellow students, all from every region. From coast to Turkana to where. So with that thing, I've got enough experience. I'm exposed enough to bring the kind of leadership you guys can admire. And as you all know, my vision is to transform this ward to a better ward. Not from a village ward to a town ward. You know, Kasipul is the backbone, or is the capital, is the major part that is forming Oyugis town. And Oyugis town is one of the biggest town in Homa Bay County. People, we do make a joke in campus that without Oyugis, Homa Bay is a village. And we have to make now Kasipul great. And by making South Kasipul great, Oyugis will automatically become the headquarter of the Homa Bay County. Maybe just to put it, to let you know that in Kasipul constituency, or in the entire Homa Bay constituency, the only ward that has got the gold mines is Kasipul constituency. You can imagine how rich our people are. But because of education or lack of knowing, they are really running losses to those gold mines. Our people are dying. My fellows are dying in the gold mines each and every time. I want to step up and lead you people and tell you, bring you mentors, bring you some legit gold traders who can tell you and educate our women on the importance of mining. And after they will take them to each and every process. Again, just to let you know, in South Kasipul ward, when it comes to Kasipul constituency, which is a very known constituency now after the demise of our late MP, that's the only ward that has got the 5 banks. 5 banks from KCB to cooperative to the rest of the 3 in Kasipul constituency. So having banks tell you how much investors should trust us with their business. I will call partners, I will work around with the county government, the national government, my friends all over the country, and bring you the best of the best.
Thank you very much, Steve. Maybe the final thing, your closing remarks, would you tell the people of South Kasipul?
To the great people of Kasipul, to my great mothers in South Kasipul, let me speak to my mothers, or maybe parents. I've seen you struggling. I've seen you being neglected. I've seen you being segregated. I've seen you being disappointed each and every time after the elections. It is time to make this to stop, or it is time to stop these guys. my mothers in Kasipul. You guys are the true voters.
Okay.
You guys are what people. You guys are the ones who put people to power. I want to trust you, and I want you to trust me with your vote. I'll bring enough change for you people. I want to bring changes that will change your life. I don't want a situation where you are an MCA, then people are lining and overwhelming you because they have to depend in your pocket, or rather the little token that you people, the MCA is giving them. I'll teach you how to fish. That fish won't be there for you people. I'll teach you how to fish, because I know when I will not be there, you can sustain yourself. So the rest of the leaders you guys have been electing ever since have been giving you fish, and you don't know where that fish is coming from.
Okay.
Mimi kama Steve Lochuetek nakuja kuwafundisha jinsi ya kuvua samaki kwenye bahari. Na sio simaanishi ndio mnajua tuna bahari, haimaanishi sana kuja directly kuwafundisha kuvua samaki. I'm coming to teach you how to make money. Okay. I'm coming to teach you how you can rely on yourselves without politicians, so that you can stop this issue where politicians are using your children, the youth and the women also are lining. Okay. In the hot sunshine bwana, unapata mama wa mtu amepanga line juu ya 100. Okay. Ni chungu sana kabisa. Okay. So nataka mama wa Kasipul, message yangu ya mwisho iwafikie our girls and women in South Kasipul. I'm your son. Okay. I'm coming as your brother. Okay, I'm coming as your son, you mom. Okay. Kindly rally for me, consolidate for me the votes of your family, the votes of your people, the votes of your clan, and soon enough, come 2027, we'll make and put this to test. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you very much, guys, for watching. Thank you, Steve Lochuetek, for sharing your insight, vision, and plans for the people of South Kasipul. As you've heard, the audience, tunataka power, and Steve needs power here. To our audience, leadership is responsibility that shapes the future of our community. It is important to listen, evaluate, and make informed decisions as we approach the next election, which is just about. So I was your host, Jack, here, and this has been an engaging conversation aimed to promote accountability, transparency, and development. Thank you very much for watching, and stay informed.